Hey, this is John Hotchkiss. Welcome to Be Less Stupid. I'm the host. I'm here at the Bernie Sanders rally in Santa Monica, California. The crowd is about to enter here, and the event's going to start in about 2 hours from now. And they've just finished setting up. And I thought I might take just a few minutes to talk a little bit about a big problem that I think that us Democrats are having when it comes to this current campaign. Many of the candidates who are running are talking a lot about climate change. And what we're finding is that not a lot of people are moved by what they're hearing when they hear about the ice caps melting or the ozone. It's because the climate change issue it's almost elusive for people to understand. And I think that it has a very big problem. And I thought of an analogy that I thought might be helpful to people to help them understand. So, back in the 70s, there used to be commercials on TV where people were asked to donate, say $50, to help end hunger in Africa. There would be these very earnest commercials, and the voiceover would say, "Could you send $50, please, to help end hunger in Africa?" And then people, when they were listening to those kinds of commercials, for the most part, they would say to themselves, well, what could my $50 do to end hunger in Africa? They'd be pointless. There'd be no point in me sending them $50, given that I don't think that $50 is the thing that will solve hunger. So then some very smart marketing people and some scientists who study psychology and human behavior decided to come up with some variations on how to ask people for money to help end hunger. And the thing that they came up on, and the thing that they found that worked much better, was, for example, a commercial that went something like this. Would you send $50 to help feed literally this family? And the family was sitting right there on the screen next to the person doing the commercial. Would you send $50 to feed this mother and father and their 2 kids? And if you send that $50 right now, it will provide enough, say, rice and beans to feed this family for the entire month. And that if you do it on a recurring basis, your $50 every month will feed them every month. And then people went, yes, of course, I'm happy to send my money to help end hunger in Africa because I know that my $50 is going to feed these particular people. And that was a thing that people could understand. Let me give you another example. Back in the 90s, there were hotel chains that were looking to convince people who stayed in their hotel that they should hang up their towels after they showered in an effort to conserve water. And for the most part, people in the hotel rooms would just use their towel one time and throw it on the floor. And now hotels were asking people to help conserve water and to hang up their towels. So they tried a bunch of different signs that they hung up in the hotel rooms. The first sign said something like, I'll make it up, "Hey, would you help save the environment and hang up your towels?" Turns out that sign didn't work. Then it said they tried some other variation and some other variation, and none of those worked until they tried a variation that said something like, "Did you know that 90% of the people who used this room prior to you hung up their towels after they used them the first time in order to save water, and then washed them after the second or third use?" In that case, psychologically, people who read those signs, they said to themselves, oh, I would like to be a member of the group that does the right thing. And so I will hang up my towel after I use it the first time, and then I'll ask the hotel chain to wash it after the second or third use. And so I think that climate change has the same problem that those people had back at the hotel and when they were trying to help solve famine in Africa, which is that we haven't found a way to make this problem of climate change relatable to individuals. What will be the thing that will get people to go, oh, this thing is a problem and it affects me, and that there are actual things that I can do to help solve it? And the truth is that right now, we've done a terrible job of finding the thing that makes it more relatable to voters and people in general. And so that's gonna be, holy fuck, my camera almost just fell. All right, here we go, it's fixed. All right, so, anyway, that's gonna be one of the themes that I'm gonna focus on perhaps in upcoming episodes, about if anyone has ways in which they think that they can make the issue of climate change more acceptable or more relatable to voters, because we failed at that so far. Anyway, I'm here at the Bernie Sanders rally in Santa Monica, California. I would like to say, to remind people, if you're watching, if you got this far, that if you enjoy my work, please go to the website, belessstupid.com, and get yourself one of these nice t-shirts. And that way you can show your solidarity with other liberals who care about science, fact, and equality for all. Go to belessstupid.com and get yourself one of these t-shirts, and keep checking back to the channel. There's going to be updates from the Bernie Sanders rally. I'll have a big piece about that. One of the things that I asked Bernie Sanders voters to do was to show me their best impression of Mitch McConnell. And so I've got a lot of people making that kind of face. Anyway, for Be Less Stupid, I'm the host, John Hotchkiss. Tune back in a couple of hours, and I'll have some live clips from the Bernie Sanders rally here in Santa Monica, California. For Be Less Stupid, I'm the host. I'll see you next time. And again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.